Hi everybody, this is Kayla with Kayladivinechannel, and I am hopping on to do a Ascension partner reading with tarot cards, Akashic record cards, past life cards. We're gonna delve right into this because I actually was just getting ready to go to bed, and I was extremely guided to do this reading. So the way that we're gonna look at this is as Mercury is almost in retrograde, so pardon me, is always refer to the energies as the feminine and masculine within yourself. But we do live in this world with the illusion of separation. So you do have, if you're aligning to this, then you must have a perceived twin flame, soul flame, ascension partner with whom you can't seem to get away from. And that's the way that Spirit's kind of having me word it, because there's somewhat of a resistance to the connection. So it's basically like, if you're thinking about them, they're thinking about you, most likely. So, but again, that is just a reflection of your own feminine and masculine energies. So when you have a perceived twin flame, they're a reflection of your feminine or masculine energy. A lot of the times it shows you the distorted sides first, right, to clear those, to push you back to source, push you back to your oneness. But we are going to look into the 3D realm to see sort of what's going on with this twin flame ascension partner connection. So let's get right into it. All right, so we're going to start out with the Osho Zen Tarot. And we're going to look at one sec. Let me just sit with Spirit for a second. So we'll look at the core energy and success on the bottom. We'll look at the core energy of the feminine. So, Spirit, what is the core energy of the feminine aspects of the twin flame ascension partner journey? Guilt. So the feminine is releasing a lot of guilt. So what this is saying is that the feminine energy, right, the suppressed feminine energy of guilt and shame, all of that's being released. And the divine feminine is really coming to this realization that she has no reason to feel guilty, and that those were just triggers to show her, patterns that needed to be healed. So let's get one more card for the feminine's core energy, Spirit. For the divine feminine, what is the core energy in regards to the connection? So she's also, oh goodness. So she's also in this space of, she's dreaming about this Knight of Cups in a way. But this is also saying that the divine feminine is realizing that her own masculine energy within herself is taking care of her, is guiding her, is holding that cup. So the divine feminine is really turning to her own inner masculine to heal this this guilt and shame around the core motherhood wound. There's a lot of guilt around it's sort of like when you're brainwashed into like a cult or something like that, and when somebody leaves, I know from my own experience, I've had this, when you leave a belief system that no longer serves you, there's this lingering guilt. So that's a lot of what this is that the release of old belief systems, the lingering guilt of, should I be doing this or should I be doing that, or am I bad, or am I a bad person? And and then when you project onto someone else, or perhaps if the feminines are suppressing some of that energy, and then the guilt is being sort of lashed out. So there's a lot of self-reflection going on around this guilt here for the divine feminines, especially in regards to the connection to feeling like she's not kind of doing her part, or feeling guilty, not good enough. There's this complex of perfectionism that the divine feminine is releasing right now in regards to the connection. This is also saying for some of you that there is a offer of love coming through for you with the Knight of Cups. So as you're releasing this guilt, it's sort of opening up space for that. So it's a multi-dimensional reading. So there's many different perspectives and aspects. So let's look at the divine masculine aspect of the Ascension Partner Twin Flame connection. Playfulness, I think this is the Page or Knight of Wands in the original deck. So the divine masculine, 555 on the clock. The divine masculine is being very playful. He's actually learning how to alchemize. Well, not learning. He is alchemizing his energy by being very playful. He's actually very much in his inner child energy. I'm just referring to the divine masculine energy within and out. So this is also saying that the divine masculine is healing the inner wound. It's almost like this new version of the divine masculine is surfacing, and it's feeling very magical. There's like this sense of like wisdom and playfulness and sort of like a just like not afraid because of the fact that this this masculine, your masculine energy, also perceived to be masculine, incarnate, is very much healing the inner child. So Spirit, can we have one more card for the core energy for the divine masculine? So this one just flipped over, the King of Wands. So that's 2 Wands energy. So very fiery, inspired. The divine masculine is standing in his power. He is looking towards the future. He's having a lot of realizations around the connection and what it means, and sort of like, this is, if you're tuning into this reading, I have to say, I just realized a lot of major things that may resonate with you, but we came here at the beginning of time and agreed to stay until the end. And we're right at the part where it's about to get so beautiful. So just sort of hold on to that vision, right? And remember that this is the clearing. This is why we came here. This is why we were called here, from somewhere that is no humans have named where we are from. There is no name for it. We cannot comprehend it. That's why, at least for me, and if you're tuning in, take what resonates, leave the rest. We're at the home run, the home stretch. So let's stick with it, friends. Okay. So the core energy of the masculine and feminine. So let's look at the mental body of the divine masculine. Yep. In regards to the connection. I just wanted to keep going with these for some reason. That's why. There's 3 different cards that just came out. So the divine masculine is aware that this is a twin flame connection again, right? You're masculine within and without. There's a unification that's happening because you're both being activated. And there's this deep remembrance of, oh yeah, that's why we came here. It's like there's no more fucking around. It's go time. So then we got the 8 of Wands, which is extremely fast manifestation, communication, the divine masculine within you, your masculine energy, and the perceived incarnate is hyper aware and feeling this love. So that may be why a lot of the feminines are feeling such strong thought forms towards the masculine, because I normally can honestly I don't hear my masculine for months on end sometimes, but over the past couple of weeks, it's literally been nonstop. So this makes so much sense. So if you resonate with this, please make a comment below. And then we also have the Three of Pentacles. So he's aware of the contract. It's absolutely beautiful. I am going to pull one Osho Zen for the masculine's mental body of existence, but I did mention the heart, I believe, earlier. Major, major, major breakthrough. This is the Justice card. Justice is being served. All right, let's look at the Divine Feminine's mental body of existence for the connection. The feminine mental body of existence. 5 of Swords. So really, it's the feminine energy that's going through this huge release right now. It's actually the divine masculine energy that's really kind of holding down the fort within you and the incarnate of your perceived twin flame ascension partner. Okay. So there's a couple different messages. So some of the divine feminines are walking away from other masculines or, whatever, attention-seeking behaviors, or, she has known that this is her perceived twin flame for a long time. It's the Four of Wands right here. And she's walking away from that behavior and really committing to this ascension process. That's why she's releasing all this guilt. So let's look at the union energies between the both of you. Union energies. The union energies between these two. 7 of Swords. So there's a lot of deceit that has happened between the twins over the years. That's being released, yeah, and it's being brought back to the void, right? The nothingness, the Hierophant. It's sort of being recalibrated and alchemized. And I'm hearing right now that it's actually the divine masculine that's alchemizing this energy, right? So the feminine can release this. So that's what your masculine's doing within you, and what your perceived incarnate masculine is also doing. That's why there's such strong intrusive thoughts about each other lately. Plus the eclipse is coming up, and there's a lot going on. So the feminine, again, is releasing control, guilt. Look at this. So this is really beautiful because this shows the connection. Your ascension partners, right? What's the point of the ascension? Well, I mean, it's all a story anyway, but the point of the ascension is to become aware. So if you're ascension partners, then of course you're going to trigger each other to help each other see the patterns so that you can grow and evolve together. See, that you guys have been doing this for many, many, many lifetimes. But this time, you're doing it together. You have each other 144 on the clock and then 444. The 144,000. This time we have ascension partners. It's much different than all the other times. What were we doing for the masculines? I feel like it was an action. Looking for the feminine's energy. Oh, the union energy. The union energy. Temperance. That was also on the bottom of the deck if you guys didn't see that earlier. So there's balancing that's going on between the both of you. You're actually working together quite beautifully to release this energy within each other. So each physical being is releasing the guilt, right? Because a male body has the feminine and masculine energies within, just like the female body. Really, there's no other. There's just you. And a lot of these things I get from Emily from Indigo Moons. She's very insightful. So let's look into the Akashic Records. For the ones that are tuning into this, Spirit, where are the twins in the Akashic Records? What is happening in the Akashic Records in regards to the collective that's tuning into this reading and me? Not me, but the divine conduit. So Source, where are we in the Akashic Records? Can you please give us some insight in regards to our mission? What's going on for the ones that are tuning into this? Akashic Records. Will, wisdom, and mind. So this one actually came out upside down, the Seven of Roses. So we're going to go ahead and read these right out of the book. This card brings with it a time of enormous power, balance, and expression. The first three rays, or the energies of the divine, move within you equally: power and will, love and wisdom, and intellect and mind. You are working intimately, even if you are not conscious of it, with the Ascended Masters who are linked to these energies. I'm also hearing that we're all connecting to each other, so that we're all helping each other energetically as well. With the participation of the Masters, you can raise your focus to a higher power and purpose. You can combine the fire of creativity with the water of receptivity in order to make your contribution to the world. With the gold crown raised high, you're likely to find yourself in a significant position of authority and influence at this time. It is likely to be a phase of great activity, but you can handle it. With these powers in play, you're able to discipline yourself to bring together the meditation, creativity, rest, and action required. Take advantage of this time and use the power well. They are nothing less than divine forces moving through you, so that you can manifest the power into the world. Wow. Wow. That's exactly what I'm talking about, and that's why all that guilt is being released right now. All the thought forms that aren't serving. So let's look at the Seven of Roses in reverse. A journey or move may be delayed or canceled. If you've been looking to change, expand, or diversify your work, now may not be the right time, but don't worry. You haven't lost the opportunity for new discoveries, new travels, new places. It's merely been delayed. Be patient to attend to what lies before you in the present. Your ship will return again when the time is right. So for those of you that have been in doubt in regards to the connection or it coming together, This is saying that it's because you both are learning how to alchemize the energy within your own being, right? So sometimes there's delays within that manifestation. So that's absolutely beautiful. Let's look at a couple. This is a past life deck. So what past lives in this point in time, well, what is time, but oh, look at that Atlantis at the bottom of the deck. So some of you may have been, no, you definitely were in Atlantis for sure in past lifetimes together. So let's just look at briefly what past lives are being healed at this current time with all this guilt that's coming up, the mind, that deceit that came up as well, that's the lies and deceit, that kind of darker energy. So we got authority figures. Just going a little deeper. So what are these patterns stemming from? We're trying to find the root. The root so we can dig it up. A farm. Okay, so first of all, this is talking about actually our system. So this is saying about how, like, you know how right now we pay to live on the land, right? We pay taxes just to live here. It was never like that. And you've been here for every single lifetime. So some of the past timelines that are being healed are when you got your land taken away, when you were overthrown. And then for some of you, this is about taking your power back as well. Can we have some more, please? What else is this deceit and what was going on? Guilt, deceit and guilt, those patterns that were... I just want to see what story, or can you tell us a story, Spirit? Well, that's okay. That's a lot. So we got lessons and blessings. Let's see what Spirit has to say. So you may have been in biblical times together, right? You may have disagreed on certain things, or you may have, some of you may have been in different religions, right? But fell in love. And then there's like guilt and shame. So you had to lie to be together, and you had to hide that. That's a past life pattern that's being released of, like, it's like hidden, like you guys hide each other from everyone else. It's like a secret. This like little small world. So that's being exposed. The arts, that's being exposed through music. Some of you are speaking the truth through your music abilities. Some of you are expanding your artistic abilities. But whatever that is, 333 on the clock, you're being divinely guided. You have nothing to worry about with finances. Your money is coming in. You are inherently abundant. You are, you have to be abundant to release the fear of survival, to be of service. So don't worry about that. Trust and have faith. Forgive, right? We always forgive each other. Like I always say, I'll always forgive you. I'll always forgive you, right? And there's two of them. I will always forgive you. Yeah, spouse, twins. You guys have been together in every lifetime since the beginning of time. You came here together from far, far away. Somewhere we don't know. We don't know the name, but we know in our hearts what it is. And we're getting so close. We are so close. And now everything's coming up to surface and we get to see it flourish. And then we get to go home. Yeah, Atlantis. right? Bringing back our abilities from Atlantis, dolphins, telepathic communication. Hell yeah. Communal living. So this is what we're moving into. Like, especially with people that are getting the jab, people that aren't. I know for me personally, I am not. We will be pushed into communal living. But that's beautiful because guess what? Before we were all separated. Everyone had their abilities. Everyone was persecuted for their abilities. But now we're all going to be together. All of us. Let's get some messages from the Starseed Oracle, since we were just talking about galactic. So if we could have any messages from our home, from our source. You are not alone. See, twins again, right? You did this so that you would never forget 555. You would always find each other. You would always remind each other you are not alone. You are supported, not only by each other, but by the Ascended Masters. Activating the earth, which is what we're doing, right? We're activating the earth, ley lines. Okay, so this is a very important message. If you're feeling guided to stop somewhere, please listen to your intuition. You're meant to anchor in part of the grid. Please, please, please listen to that. The golden children. Yeah, so there's a couple messages. We're healing our inner child. Also, we're meant to usher in, right? The golden children, right? The next generation, reminding them of their divinity. There's a lot of beautiful, beautiful, enlightened beings that are being born right now. Star family. Yeah, you're a part of a star family. Call them in for support. Wow, that's beautiful. We'll get one more message from the goddess Isis. Rising sun. A dark phase and struggle is over. A new phase is upon you, one of hope, glory, light, and triumph. It is won through boldness and persistence. You have been through much, and now victory is upon you, beloved. For the divine solar child, a new consciousness within you is born. So continue to go within, right? If you're feeling like you're in lack, like you're missing your twin, whatever, you feel like you're alone, go to source, go within, clear that belief. If you need help with that, you can contact me, Kayladivinechannel@gmail.com. You can send me an email or go on Instagram and press the book now button. I offer a variety of services. Just send me an email and we'll talk about what we can do together. All right, I love you all so much. Peace, much love, and namaste.